Hi, I'm Megan McGee, registered nutrition and dietetic tech, certified mind body eating coach. I have been practicing nutrition for 20 years now. That happened. Wow. And I love playing Sherlock Holmes, trying to investigate and figure out what's going on with my clients. I had a gentleman come to see me who was having some digestive complaints, loose stools, but his biggest concern was depression. He had episodes where he just felt really down. Based on our conversation, we decided to run a food sensitivity panel and see if there was something going on. And sure enough, he was reacting to gluten. This is very common. I see a ton of it. Gluten is probably the number one food that's inflammatory, that's very hard to digest. And in fact, research suggests that nobody can actually digest gluten. Part of that is because the seed is so genetically modified, the soil is so overcultivated. It's not as nutrient dense as what many of us grew up on, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And for my client, as we took gluten out of his diet, so anything with wheat, he noticed big changes. His digestion completely resolved and his mood stabilized. After a period of time, we did reintroduction. So we slowly brought the wheat back in, and he very much now can tell the difference. He is able to eat wheat. It doesn't impact his digestion anymore. But one of my favorite sayings is the dose makes the poison. If he eats a little bit of wheat, so once in a while, no big deal. If he gets a little lax and starts eating it daily or frequently, he notices his mood drops. The reason for this is gut-brain feedback loop. So your brain and your digestive tract talk to each other directly. If we're putting a food in that the body does not like, even though it's going, we think, into the gut, it's going to feed that feedback loop that goes up to the brain. And again, the brain and the gut talk to each other directly. So his experience of eating wheat, which is causing an inflammatory response, is putting stress on his immune system. That is all communicating to his brain, and that is where he feels that lower mood. So it's so fascinating how food can be our primary medicine or our primary poison.